never voted for a Democrat, but this year I am proudly casting my vote for Vice President Kamala Harris.
It is a joining of the most formidable movement, political movement in Jamaica. This is the movement of the people of Jamaica.
To put our country first. Country first before party. Country first before political ambition.
Hey, move out my way. Oh, yes, so nice!
Hello, JPU family, late night crew. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered Late Night. If you are new to this platform, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Guys, I really and truly want to hear your voice on this topic. I want to hear what you think about the refugee issue and discussion going on right now in Jamaica. I am going to show you what, I don't want to call it a policy, but you tell me what you will call it once I show you where Jamaica has stood on refugee and asylum over the decades. So welcome to the live, and please hit the like button and invite somebody. Let me just wait for a few more people. I could just load up a little bit and then we'll get talking. In the meantime, good night, Dave. Thank you for joining. Welcome back. Shay, bless up yourself. Thank you for joining. Dottie Cup, welcome back. I like that picture you got there with the lion. A lion that a lioness. That look like the whole family. I like that. Big up yourself. Good night, Lisan. What are we here full of money? My name come investigator for illicit enrichment, Oh gosh, where's our moderator? Miss Verona, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for joining. Oh, let's see. I want to tell you guys how much we appreciate your presence over here. Especially those of you who are in the US, in Canada, over there in Britain, across Europe. I mean, we're on an interesting time zone for all of us to be here together. No matter what time it is, we'll always show up and always, have all our reasoning. I appreciate that. Some people them have to get up early and them say, what, more rewatch it tomorrow. And they do, because they comment and say, listen, since you started the late night thing, sometime on the weekend, me catch you, but other times I may have to rise up early, me just replay it. So bless up on yourself for that. So at the moderator, me there wait pan in the one to see him wanna tell me. Yes, me go wait for the moderator. So how are you guys doing? What you guys doing this weekend here? Graveyard shift. Yeah, man, for sure. John Black is back. I be a sitting John Black go on within the commenting. You know how much time I see him, but me no bother say nothing. So, as you can see here, tonight we're going to talk about the refugee situation. Let me just play a few clips real quick, and then we'll come back and talk, because it was reported in the media today that there's this argument about how Jamaica is managing the continuous influx of Haitians coming into the country. And as you guys know, there is a process and stuff like that. So, may I just let you know watch, and then we'll build up a little bit. Hold on, let me see. Oh wait there. See it here.
All of them are come from the boat. Everybody down there. So all of them are changed? Yeah. Them are changed, yeah. So them are changing them. You see them come with them backpack? Because them are changed. My man have with the backpack there. One younger one coming in batch last month. One younger baby coming in batch last month. They are changing was for Jamaica. Exactly. My best country then come. So then come with water or then get water since then come? Like a somebody just give them.
Yes, guys. So as you can see there, between, let me see, I think between last year and this year, we've seen almost every month or something, every other month, we see Haitians landing in Jamaica on boats, right? Now, let it be clear that Jamaica has always been a country that is sympathetic to people who seek refuge in our country, and we've always been accommodating. From the times of the past, we have been accommodating to people who are fleeing religious, political persecution, and we have evidence of history. I'm going to show you guys here. This is up at Mona, when Britain brought in over 1,500 refugees from Gibraltar during World War II. And these people were accommodated. They were cared for. The British, made sure that, sorry, wrong picture. The British made sure that they had security. They had a place to worship. They had food. Of course, shelter and all in something there. Right up there, up Mona, right? And up there, I think up there so used to be a sugar estate or plantation. Somebody tell me in the comment if I'm wrong. So they converted it at that time and made it into a refugee camp. I believe they employed about 200 Jamaicans to work there. And then you had Mark Golding's father, who came to Jamaica and landed at Mona, that you're looking at here, where they also established the university. And of course, that's where Mark Golding grew up, at Mona, right there. So we have also seen refugees from Lebanon, and I think Syria. Somebody correct me again if I'm wrong, where these were Christian people fleeing religious persecution. If I say anything, guys, that's a little off, I don't mind being corrected. It's fine. So in the early years of the 20th century, people from Palestine and Lebanon settled in Jamaica, fleeing political and religious persecution in their home countries. So we are a people, guys, who have always been accommodating. Now, where the Haitian people are concerned, we all know what is happening over there in Haiti. Jamaica joined bilateral effort with others to try and settle Haiti. I believe over there in Haiti, I think they have 11 million of a population, and I think over 600,000 people, probably more, have been displaced since this unrest took place, right? So the Asian people, they have been turning up all over the place, not just in Jamaica. They have been turning up in America and other places. I want you guys to tell me. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining. Please hit the like button. I want you guys to tell me if you think that Jamaica, the Jamaican government, Jamaica is handling the situation properly. I'm gonna go through an article where the foreign minister made a comment about the matter because some people are accused the government of, I want to say, I don't want to use the wrong term. So let me go ahead and share the article with you guys and then I'll tell you what the conversation is about. Give me a second, guys. Just a second. So in this photograph, you're looking at Haitian refugees and the people of Gibraltar. Just a second. Oh, God. So the Foreign Minister, Kamina Johnson-Smith, she said that the government is adhering to Jamaica's refugee policy. And she also stated that Jamaica is the only Caribbean country that has a refugee policy. And, quote, we do stick to that policy. Jamaica is compliant with our policy and best practice. So, why did the foreign minister come out and had to say this? Well, the opposition has been talking and they have been saying that, the government need to do this and the government need to do that. So the Gleaner put out an article today where Johnson Smith was responding to questions from opposition members regarding sending back Haitian nationals to their country from Jamaica. They were talking about it yesterday in the Senate. As we know, the Haitians have been experiencing humanitarian, security, socioeconomic, and political crisis, resulting in a number of its citizens fleeing to seek asylum in Jamaica and other countries. Regarding the government's treatment of these individuals upon arrival, Senator Johnson Smith said, there is a legal process. Quote, when someone claims asylum or claims refugee status, there is a legal process to prove that you are in fact entitled to that. There are several persons whose cases are now under appeal. The minister underscores the administration's sensitivity of the matter and effort to ensure the appropriateness of the response and that the best possible approach is taken. She confirmed that Haitians have been sent back from Jamaica, and that's with the consent of their government. And of course, Jamaica has been in communication with the Haitian government about, the people that they're sending back. So they have been treating with dignity, she said. There has been no random or arbitrary detentions. We are also in touch with the Asian government, as I said, guys. We view our managed and, I think, less numerically significant actions in respect of the sending back of the Haitians to be the best possible balance at this time. So when people come in your country, I send them back. A deportation or what? A deportation, guys, when you hit the like button for me, please. When people come into your country, I send them back. So the minister advised that discussions are being held with CARICOM Foreign Affairs Minister regarding the recent announcement by the government of the Dominican Republic that it would deport up to 10,000 Haitians a week. Quote, we are deeply concerned because there is quite a distinction to be made between mass deportations, which are difficult to manage, which can create chaos, which create administrative and socioeconomic weight, as opposed to when we are engaged directly, as we are, and managing smaller numbers in return. It's a difficult situation. We don't support mass deportation at all. It is a matter of great concern to us, but we recognize the right of countries to manage their national circumstances as well as Jamaica is doing. We are working on the fundamental side in terms of providing all the support that we can give without our means, within our means and within the law, and all that can be done again with the law, within the law, including the including the accordance of consular visits and our engagement directly with the Haitian government on matters of returning Haitian citizens home. Guys, you see, when we see Jamaica send some of its soldiers over in Haiti along with Belize and some African law enforcement people, when we see Jamaica participating in the efforts, some people might criticize, but them don't really understand. Members say Jamaica and Haiti are very close. So if this thing get any more worse over Haiti, what is going to happen with Jamaica? I mean, let's face it, nobody at all, no country, don't want to really see their border being compromised, and they don't really want an overrun in their country by people fleeing other places. You have to be careful because you don't know who is coming in. You have to be careful. And at the same time, you have to exercise a sense of human compassion because we know the situation over there in Haiti. Let me read your comments. Hold on just a second, Mark. I'll come back to your comment. Let me just go ahead and play this video to show the assistance that Jamaica and other countries are giving Haiti to help stabilize their situation. Here goes.
Contingent of 20 soldiers and 4 police officers from Jamaica, as well as 2 Belizean soldiers, have now touched down in Port-au-Prince, where they join the 400 Kenyan police deployed in June and July.
To gather here today for the sole purpose of welcoming our brothers from Jamaica and Belize for this special mission that we are undertaking. And I can tell the Haitian community and the Haitian people, as I said earlier, we are not going to fail you.
The mission's mandate is to counter gangs, improve security conditions in the country, and secure critical infrastructure. In May, Jamaica pledged their support for the mission, promising a contingent of 200 officers, but the Prime Minister said it was not possible to deploy them all at once.
Haiti is the example of what could happen if states and governments do not take the problem seriously.
This mission, supposed to have 2,500 officers and a budget.
Yeah, guys, so you're looking at right there the Jamaican soldier them, the Belize soldier them, and the African soldier them. I don't remember the exact figure that was pledged. I want to say by Europe, or maybe it's a collective financial effort, but a whole heap of millions of dollars in addition to manpower in Haiti to help stabilize the situation. Because a population of 11 million, God forbid it gets any worse than that. So Jamaica did take in, or at least Jamaica made a pledge. I remember reading somewhere where Jamaica had made a pledge that they would take in Haitian kids, I think they said. Yeah, I think them said them that take in kids and maybe disabled people. I remember an article sometime in March of this year, where 59 Asian children with disabilities and their caregivers were evacuated by a boat to Jamaica. You remember that, guys? And them say I must a couple of the caregivers them get sent back because them come under false pretense. So you remember? So the fact of the matter is we have to be careful and we have to take certain things into consideration. But you know, me have to wonder to myself at the same time still. If considering the situation that's going on, I mean, and I like say, hundreds of people are come one time, but them are come time after time. We see it. I mean, I wonder to myself, say, if the Jamaica couldn't like house 150 of them, or maybe I could say 150, because I won't heap of them. If Jamaica couldn't house 150 of them upper Mona, where the British people them did there. What do you think about that? I mean, granted, during that time, the British, them did a finance the situation. You saw the people them look happy, even though them have to run off their yard. They look happy and contented. Gosh. It's costly and can be dangerous because we really don't know who is who, but we still must exercise some compassion and empathy. Good night, Angel. Thank you for joining. Caribbean must ask USA to have Aristide return to elected office. Well, the Caribbean can't really ask the US to do that. It's gonna have to be up to the people of Haiti. They get to determine their future. You know? I mean, Aristide is history, really. I think the Asian people I look right now for a more progressive to turn the page basically. You know? It is so sad, guys, what is happening over there. Um, I wanted you guys to see this document real quick. Hold on. Guys, please hit the like button when you come in. Please and thank you. Let us look at the history and the background of how we as a country have dealt with this kind of situation. The UNHCR, Refugee Agency, Jamaica is a signatory to the 1951 Refugee Convention and 1967 Protocol. The country's geographic location in the Northern Caribbean neighboring Haiti and Cuba make the country highly susceptible to migratory, I think that's it, so small, mixed migratory movements by sea. The most recent example of this is the maritime arrival in Jamaica of Haitians following the devastating earthquake that hit the Haitian capital and outlying areas in 2010. Although Jamaica does not have any domestic implementing legislation for the protection of refugees or the granting of asylum under the international refugee instruments. I think this was written sometime after 2005, but let's continue. So at the time, although Jamaica does not have any domestic implementing legislation for the protection of refugees or the granting of asylum under the international refugee instruments, the government took a very important step forward in strengthening the national framework with the 2009 adoption of a refugee policy. Furthermore, despite the lack of a legislative framework for asylum, Jamaica has provided refugees with protection in the past, including granting asylum to refugees arriving to the country individually as well as during periods of mass influx. The most recent large scale arrivals of refugees to Jamaica took place during 2004 2005 as a result of political upheaval and instability in Haiti during that period. Jamaica provided temporary protection to the Haitian refugees, and a small but significant number of these refugees were granted 1951 convention status and permission to remain in the country indefinitely. as a result of individual eligibility determinations. The Haitian refugees of that period were housed and assisted in a camp established by the government in cooperation with UNHCR expressly for that purpose. At the end of 2009, to UNHCR's knowledge, there were 26 refugees present in Jamaica, including heads of family and their dependents. The majority of these refugees, 24 persons, were Haitian, long staying, while only a small percentage, I think 6 other people, were from other places. So the truth of the matter is, Jamaica has been dealing with this refugee thing with Haiti for quite some time, as you can see. And it's not just Haitian people who seek refuge in Jamaica in recent times, but it's a smaller percentage. So Jamaica has been accommodating to the Haitian people. The situation not too pretty, guys. As we can see under this administration, they promised and kept their promise to accommodate some 30 odd children with disabilities. You can't say no to that. Some people are going to talk about the resources, and that's a legitimate argument to make. We don't have the resources. But in other cases, it's more of a burden with people with disability because it's more resources that you're going to need to help them. But I don't know. It's definitely different. A different kind of scenario. Let's see. Thank you, Lola, for reminding folks to give the live a thumbs up. You're looking at a live photo here of the Haitian people coming into Jamaica. They normally host the Haitian in Portland, but most of them always trying to get to America. It's a complex situation. Come to America from Jamaica? Oh, where the hell? First me I hear that. We can't afford the influx, but we have to do what we can. I worked in Miami, Florida in 1980 when boatloads came and overload the system. The floors worked on maternal. We had 52 beds, went to 80 plus, no staff. Because Haiti is a member of CARICOM does not mean we are going to let everyone in without doing our due diligence. We might be doing Jamaica a grave injustice. Greetings. What's happening in Intellectual Politics University tonight? Watching from UK. Big up yourself, Wayne. Thank you for joining. Yes, so tonight we're talking about Jamaica's refugee policy. I just read you our policy, most recent, updated, as we know it. And they can seek refugee status through the court. They can. I think Jamaica was more lenient, more free. Because to be honest, we don't know. I only know we balance over here we tell the truth. When them people come to Jamaica, them never require for go through no. Them never require for go through no immigration or refugee paperwork, you know. Allow me I tell? Them never go through that. Because we were owned by the British. So them could have come and do anything they want. Them could have bring 1 million people in a Jamaica. It wouldn't matter. And we have to talk the truth and face the truth. This is all a part of white privilege. It is. At what point in time could we see 1,500 black people coming to Jamaica say them a refugee one time? That could never happen. I only know what you may talk to. That could never happen. But them are people here, them never go through no refugee. Them never go seek no asylum in a job. Them just come. Them just come. Because the Queen said so. Because Britain said so. So them just come. And then can stay free and live free, and the British pay for them eat and drink and happy and merry. And the black Jamaican them could only go up there go work to protect them, maybe cook for them, and them sitting there. None of them couldn't take up resident up there so under no circumstance at all. Me feel a little, me have to admit to now and tell you the truth. Me feel just a little bit uncomfortable with how this situation is playing out. Me feel just a little uncomfortable. Me feel like say there's a disparity. There's inequality. I don't know. Me just feel like say under the circumstance, I mean, when them a people get sent to Jamaica, what did I go on? World War II. Invasion and them something over that side of the world. And where they live, it was a strategic they call it. It was a strategic location for those who were engaged in the war. So that's why now them get sent to Jamaica. Out of every place else in the world, Jamaica, they send come. Me no say we for left for border open, you know, guys. I know that me I say no. Because that wouldn't be right. I don't know, just Jamaica alone in the region. I feel like say in the region there are so many countries and neighboring countries who I feel like say could I do a better job in accommodating some of these guys, including Jamaica. I mean, Jamaica said they might take some disabled people and their caregivers and them thing, and that's good. But the people who are not disabled, and as I just read to you in the article, we have accommodated them before in a 2004, 2005, and them something there. So this time around, I feel like say we could have do a little better as a community, as a Caribbean community. Can you hear Dominican Republic say a mass deportation them a deal with? Yeah, them say a mass deportation them a deal with. America has accommodated some Haitians. Donald Trump said the people, the money and people pet and boy, Jesus. I tell you, say, boy. Jamaica has 3 million people. We have to take that into consideration. We don't really have a welfare system like countries like America. So if you're letting some able-bodied people, some able-bodied Asian people, them are gonna come start a life all over again. Them are gonna need to be working, finding jobs, integrating themselves in the Jamaican society and them something. And them are gonna need social workers to help them. Some of them might not even speak English, me don't know. But it's a very touchy situation. Remember, Jamaica has problems of its own to take care of them financially. It is overbearing. You know, say I always feel like we must exercise compassion rather than just saying, we can't. Because even though I did not come to America illegally and I did not come across any border, I got filed for by a parent. But I have seen America accommodate so many people with papers and without papers. And that's why I say, even though we are a small country, every which part Jamaican going on, unless they do something real bad, then get deported. But normally people Jamaican people stay. And Jamaica people will work and help build themselves. Me feel sorry for them. God knows. But this thing where the opposition, I don't know why they're making the claim that something is wrong, or even worse than it looks. Where the government is concerned. I don't know, yeah, man. I don't know. Haitians have been traveling across the Caribbean since the 1600s. Progressive Haitian leaders have lived in Haiti. Haiti is a French and Creole speaking Caribbean country. Yeah, we know. The language barrier is a big issue. I know a Haitian who lives in Ensom City with a Jamaican lady. They both have a son who is about 11 years old now. Spoke to that man and realized he had an accent but did not know he was an Haitian. I wonder how it is for them to integrate in the Jamaican society. Because even though we're neighboring countries, we have very different value system and way of life. Some a little similar, but I wonder how it is for them to integrate. Mariella, I don't think 11 million Haitians are trying to come into Jamaica. I think each time a boat pops up, we see about maybe 140 or so. Sometime I don't think so much at a time, maybe 120 odd. Cause them look about they can't really hold not much people. But I don't think 11 million people are trying to come into the country. I don't think that's the case. I think we must try to help where we can. I really do believe so. Jamaicans, everywhere in the world, every corner of the world you go, Jamaican people are there. From the Americas to Africa. Me follow one channel with a Jamaican from Somalia. Somalia. Everywhere you go in the world, at least you one Jamaican you go see. So, I don't know. Most Asians are multilingual. They want to go to US because for 100 years, USA has them in bondage. We just can't take all of them. Remember our budget. We don't want to end up with a bang belly economy. I don't think anybody's suggesting taking all Haitians into the country. I don't think that's on anybody's mind or thought. But it's a sad situation. I wouldn't want to be making the decision that the government and the foreign minister has to make. And it's funny, the comments here are mostly saying we can't help them. That's what most of the comments saying. We can't help them. We cannot accommodate them. We can't help them. Mm-mm. Lord Lola, nobody talk so. Do me a beg you. Call lie ma tell. Lie that man a tell. Look more from this year, Mark Golding go talk so. Nobody with it here, man. You said the Asian activists them a sue chum for talk so. Mm-mm. A disgusting situation. But I don't know, me I hope say Jamaica being in Haiti assisting with the stabilization will bear some fruits. That's what I hope for. Not even Cuba can help them. Nobody now want help them. I just say truth. Me not hear nobody in the Caribbean region. I say, you know what? Make we help them people here and make we help some of them. Me not hear nobody talk saying. I don't hear nobody talking so. And it could also be a case where they have been struggling and suffering for so long. They have been unstable for so long. Because sometimes people will more help you when them say, if them help you, the conditions will change. You understand? But in their case, and I'm talking about the country of Haiti now, very beautiful landscape Haiti is. If anybody know Haiti, Just like how Jamaica is just so beautiful. It's a beautiful country. And that's why, when we see how some people, they look a handful of people, they must support Mark Golding. When we see how they might try to destroy Andrew Holness. When Andrew Holness, I might have some issues with, certain stance or positions that he takes. But when you look at all of these majority black countries, you see what always happen? You see what happen? The people perish. In a Jamaica, bad to bad, we have our issues. We have our domestic issues, just like any other country. But we don't have a black leader who are destroy the people and destroy the country. We don't. In fact, we can stretch a helping hand in this situation. We almost went down that road, As a majority black country, we almost went down that road. Where our own black government ruin the people. What am I talking about? I'm talking about that financial meltdown of FinSac, where over 44,000 entrepreneurs were crushed. P.J. Patterson, Omar Davis, Mark Golding, Peter Bunting. The leader of the country, black P.J. Patterson. 44,000 Jamaican entrepreneurs went down. No justice. And what they did was criminal. But the people got no justice. Look on it good. Majority black countries and black leaders. Me not see Andrew Holness do them sitting there to the people in the country. Me not see him do them something there. And some people are going vex when they hear me talk so but the truth. Me don't know if I speak nothing but the truth. Moderator, what? Me look almost me send police come look for you. You're late, man. Good night, everybody. Signal in and out where I'm at. Okay. That's okay. Thank you for joining anyway. Yes, I'm going to put out a missing person report. Come here, say, no, sir. This is not like you. Guys, please to hit up the like button. We should all pay attention to this thing here. Because I have a feeling this is not the last time that we are going to see Haitian refugees come on our shore. We have been seeing it for a while now. This is not the last time we ever see it. And there are people that we are trying to criticize. They don't tell the country what film plans are. No, they have not. Very interesting. Let me see. Me nearly put out the wellness check, man. I come right on time. I'm just in our car when I'm a police friend and say, listen, one moderator missing. Oh, God. Him lucky say him show up, you know. Because him da say siren and police are come. And I wonder when do wrong. Boy, I mean not lie. We have to go pray for the Asian people then. May I pray say the efforts being made now in Haiti, you know, with the military presence and them something there. And you know what? Is a good thing. Make the African them go in there. Make the Jamaican them go in there because maybe they will trust the African people and the descendants of Africa more than any other race of people. Like me I tell guys, maybe they will trust them more and there can be a rapport formed between the law enforcement agencies and countries there with the people because the people matter, you know. Maybe they can form a rapport with the people and the people tell them wagwan and them something there. Oh, so there's a new prime minister over there. The unaliving of the other one. I think let me say the wife get arrested, you know. Not true, guys. The Asian prime minister, when they take out, they don't say the wife is involved in it. I tell you, say some people corrupt in a man. Jesus, Father. No, sir. The 43rd president of Haiti, Jovenel Moise, he was taken out 2021 right around COVID time at home. At 1 a.m. in the morning. Them say a group of 28 foreign mercenaries. Sitting can go so people, mostly Colombians, mostly from Colombia, are alleged to be responsible. Why the Colombian them would do that? You know, so that don't make no sense to me though. But I don't think we will ever know. I don't think we will ever know the full truth surrounding this thing here. Jesus, Father. Let me know if a rumor they made a spread when they said the wife involved, cause because I swear some read that somewhere they said the wife was arrested and charged. Hold on there, guys. Mm-mm. The Asian people them and can't catch a break. Even when them a try flee, the people them say they're eating pets, they're eating the pets. Yes, Shay, me know me read it somewhere already. Where they say the wife involved in it. Me no know. Or that was a very bold thing to do. And for telling the truth, me I only know so the Colombian them they would do something like that for sure. Lord Jesus. How way the man could have do so? Unless he mix up in a underworld sitting. But we don't have that information, don't it? See, one of our subscribers say, I'm 70. I'm born come see 80 people in uproar. Papa Doc. Oh God, man. 70 years or more of the same thing. Anyway, guys, make we wrap up. As I said here tonight, the information coming from the Gleaner, they reported that, and this played out also in the Senate yesterday, or rather Friday, because it's Sunday now, where they said that the foreign minister, the opposition questioning the government's handling of the refugee situation. Some people were able to stay, as I've read and showed you guys, that the people who are most vulnerable, the disabled, and their caregivers, they were given an opportunity to seek and granted refugee status. I also told you that around 2004, 2005, same situation, political unrest, persecution, and them something they caused Haitians to leave, sought asylum in Jamaica. And some of them were given permanent stay. So it's not like Jamaica hasn't really been accommodating to these people. We have been, you know. And I guess we don't know. There's a process, you know. People come into your country, they don't come legally, have to go through the process. It's just like when the border don't sitting there, they don't open, you know. The people, they must come through the border, they must go through the process too. And some of them even go in a detention. Yes, some of them go in a detention. And some of them have no problem with the detention because that's how bad they want to come in here. So every country where you're going off a through, you have the process that everybody must go through. So, you know, it is what it is. Let us catch up tomorrow, guys. Make sure that you hit the thumbs up button before you leave. And have a good night. I'm glad you stopped by. We'll catch up on other topics later on. Have a good night.
I have never voted for a Democrat, but this year I am proudly casting my vote for Vice President Kamala Harris.
It is a joining of the most formidable movement, political movement in Jamaica. This is the movement of the people of Jamaica.
To put our country first. Country first before party. Country first before political ambition.
Hey, move out my way. Yes or no?